sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. I pressed the wrong button. Go to the Grizzly Gentleman as well and use the same promo code. It's a good deal to help support the show. This is why I had been doing a pre-recorded thing for my promo, but I haven't had a chance to sit down and go through and pre-record another intro for the new art that I put in. So Hawkwood, and we're playing rogues like I said I would. And today we're playing a CGB deck. CGB is a cool bro. Shouted me out. It was very nice of him. He's invited me to join him on Thursday, but I've yet to been able to because grad school is a killer. Anyway, this is your classic rogue deck. We're rocking 21 actual lands, but we do have access to 4 Agadeem's Awakening and 1 extra Hagra Mauling, so that is nice because we have, if we're counting them as like half of a land, right? Then we have like 23-ish. We don't actually have 23, but 23-ish, which is probably fine. We're rocking the rogue synergies in here. We're rocking a little bit of the mill synergies as well. And we're just going to hop into it. We got 4 Merfolk Windrobber. This is a 1-mana 1/1 with flying. Does not have flash, important to note. But when it deals combat damage to a player, the player mills a single card. And then you can sacrifice it to draw a card if your opponent has 8 or more cards in it. That is kind of the threshold mechanic for the rogues. Thieves Guild Enforcer, kind of the card that was teasing us with this rogue archetype, is a 1-mana 1/1 flash creature. When it enters the battlefield, it or another rogue enters the battlefield, your opponent mills 2 cards. As long as your opponent has 8 or more cards, blah blah blah, you get +2/+1 and have Death Touch. 4 Bloodchief's Thirst. This is a 1-mana sorcery that has kicker 3. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. We can convert mana cost 2 or less. If the spell was kicked, instead destroy target creature or planeswalker. So this is very helpful at dealing with early threats. Anything that cough cough might ramp your opponent. Cough cough, some sort of snake type thing. Cough cough. And then of course later in the game you can hit things that are bigger. We have 1 Lofty Denial and 4 Drawn in the Locks. Denial is helpful because a decent amount, not all, but most of our creatures do have flying. So this is often just going to be better than a mana leak in many cases. And of course, Drawn in the Loch gets better the longer the game goes on, allowing us to have a nice scalable removal or scalable counterspell. 4 Soaring Thought-Thieves, 2-mana 1/3 Flash Flyer. Oh, they're great. I love the Flash Flyers. As long as the opponent has 8 or more cards, blah, 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 blah. Rogues you control get +1/+0. Whenever 1 or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards. Now this is whenever 1 or more attack, so you're not getting a trigger per creature that's attacking. However, if you have multiple Soaring Thought-Thieves, both of them will trigger. 4 Brazen Borrowers. You can't really see it because reasons. I don't know why this doesn't have like a little black outline, but whatever. Brazen Borrower is a good old-fashioned great tempo card. It also happens to be a rogue that also happens to have flash and happens to have flying. You just bounce something back to your opponent's hand, and then you have a cool 3/1. And that flies. It's cool. 4 Nighthawk Scavengers. This card is fantastic, even without the Tarmogoyf text, where its power is boosted. I was saying boofed. Boosted based on the number of card types in your opponent's graveyard. The fact that we have cards that are milling our opponent means that this is likely going to be very easily a between 3 power and like 5 power, like easily between those. Also just has flying, death touch, and lifelink, so what's not to love? 4 Agadeem's Awakening is often going to be just a land. However, the fact that you can just, you have mostly, right, 3 and below. So the fact that you can just cast this for 6 mana after, like, a board wipe or something, and just grab a 1, a 2, and a 3 is really, really strong. 1 Hagra Mauling, it's also often a land, but it also can you kill something at his speed. What's not to love? 3 Rankle, Master of Prankles. Is Rankle. He happens to be a rogue. You do whatever you need with Rankle. Has haste. And then 2 Zareth San. We do have a decent amount of flyers, as I've said multiple times, as well as a decent amount of ways to yeet things into our opponent's graveyard, and then we can steal those things and use them as our own. Also, we can just essentially upgrade one of our creatures to being a 4/4 base instead of like a 1/1 base or something. So that's quite nice. This is the mana base. I should note, I did not change this deck at all. Temple of Deceit is cool, helpful. But this is exactly CGU's list, because I said that I was going to play rogues today. The issue is that this type of deck is not really my jam. So I wasn't sure exactly how to make it, and I saw CGB uploaded a video with this, and I was like, hey. This isn't the Ben Brode, is it? He left Hearthstone team, didn't he? When he left for his own game studio. Yeah. This isn't the Ben Brode. Right? Nah, this isn't the Ben Brode. That's impossible. We're gonna Fabled Passage. We're going to just attack here. Then we'll crack this. Probably gonna play this as a thingamajig. No, this isn't the real Ben Brode. That would be too cool. Brode was like my favorite part of Hearthstone. Terror of the Peaks? Hell yeah, dude. Oh, is this the combo deck? Might be the combo deck. I'm absolutely willing to trade one of my Thieves here. That's on 6, so I could just play this tapped. Could just play this tapped and then play this. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh right, I'm done. I didn't need to play this. I could have just played this. They would have milled anyway. Then I would have had this on the board, which is very threatening. Yeah, that was a very slight mistake on my part, I think. Backside. Intercept. And we're still smoking. Like, if they want to trade their Lotus Cobra for one of our 1-drops, I'm absolutely fine with that, yeah. They really need the Cobra to get going. So hopefully, we'll be able to yeet them before they get to do anything super nonsensical. That said, I'm fairly certain with Lotus Cobra out, they're probably going to do something nonsensical. So I'm going to move over to my Discord, where I'll continue to answer some questions. Banana Split asks, is there anything that you feel Magic Arena is really missing? So I'm gonna focus on things that it could be literally missing, not things that it should be like improving upon. 6, all right. I mean, these do get Death Touch, so. Cool. Didn't have anything for that. I am just gonna play this like such and pay 3. Because I'm going to play this. And this. And just smork. Because I do enjoy the smork. They might block with the Uro here. But I think I'm willing to take that. Because I mean, they have the ability to just cast it back. They choose not to. For what it's worth, they would have needed an additional green source, but I can't see a world in which they don't have that. They're down to 4. Have a lot of stuff going on. So, I'm kind of okay in this situation. I think the main thing that is missing for the average user, now obviously I do think that you may play an additional land. They play... Yeah, they played this turn. Eugene. That's fine. I mean, if that's all they have, they go up to 7 and then they die for my flyers. Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely fine with this. Theoretically, spectator mode can be super helpful for tournament organization and stuff like that, but for the average user, I think having multiplayer, like some sort of 4-player option, I think is probably the best. Even if it's just like rudimentary 2-headed giant for the near future, I think that is probably the thing that it's missing the most. I have no reason to attack with the one on the ground. I can leave it back as a blocker if something somehow goes wrong, which it didn't. Cool. So you can see I have two win rates. Oh, that's cool. You can compare what they were playing to what the meta is. Very cool. Yeah, so I did play a practice game. It was against mono green. I think it was mono green. It was against mono green adventure. I didn't notice any new cards, but I was too busy killing my opponent. I believe CGB took this to Mythic. So if you're looking... I did Platinum? Wait, no. Gold, then... Yeah, no, it's Diamond... No, it's Diamond first. No, it's Platinum, then Diamond? Whatever. I didn't realize I went past the other one. Ooh, this is not a great hand. I mean, I can turn one and then bounce whatever they play. I don't know. Maybe this is fine. It's pretty land heavy, but... I don't know. I feel like it's not going to be too hard to not draw poorly. We're only rocking 21 real lands, so... Yeah, so I mean, I can like Brazen Borrower or something if I have to, followed by drawing the Loch, but looks like I'm not going to have to. And it might be the Mirror. Oh yeah, Thoughtseize isn't in this format. Yeah, so this is... This is the Mirror. And this is a sorcery speed for some reason. Aliantrazi. Wow, look at that. I don't trust the game. That's another thing, like, I feel like the game needs to be a bit more trustworthy. I'm just gonna do this now. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's something Aliantrazi said, is that the answers in Magic right now are just so far behind the threats. Right? Like, what's the legitimate reason for this being a sorcery speed card? Right? It has relatively limited use. It's very similar to Fatal Push. I'm gonna do this. I do not want that, Sam. I am. I think I am going to play this in response to them playing this. Is that what I want to do? I think so. It's so strange that this is like a sorcery, right? When you're putting Lotus Cobra back into the format, when you have things like Ugin and stuff, why are you making the answers to things so much worse? And I'm not saying that like this needs to be like a super like instant and sorcery heavy answer laden. No, that's fine. If you're taking your entire turn to do that, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm actually fine with this. This actually gives me a lot of the tempo back. Because I get to kill that for 1 mana, and then I'm holding up multiple things that I can do. Yeah, so I like the situation I'm in right now. Yeah, it's just so strange to me. That's not worth a drown in the Loch, I don't believe. No. I should have played my Thieves Guild Enforcer in response, though. Although, no, I guess if they Lofty Denial, I just drown the Loch that. Yeah. Cool. Interesting they had Glasspool Mimic in this version. It's reasonable, for sure. Cool, I have a Lofty Denial. Is it worth it for me to trade this? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to want to hold up instant speed stuff. I don't need to attack yet, so. And I think it's better to use Lofty Denial. Interesting. Before I use something like Drown in the Loch. If I'm able to. Obviously, I don't have a fly right now. This mills me, what, 1? Yeah. Sure. Okay, Nighthawk Scavenger. So I currently could not counter that with Lofty Denial. But I can counter this with Drown in the Loch. Counter. Then my opponent could cast Lofty Denial. And I don't have the mana for it. But I can then cast my own Lofty Denial. And they wouldn't be able to use... Let's see. See if that's what they decide to do. Okay, they Drown in the Loch, my Drown in the Loch. And I'm going to use my Lofty Denial here. Can I target spell? I'm going to counter this, because I can. Okay. So they have 7. I have 7. Okay. It's not exactly something I wanted to see. One, two. Don't have enough mana to cast both parts of this and still have Drown in the Loch up. It's possible I meant to just cast Brazen Borrower here. Have Drown in the Loch. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I don't know. This is a little difficult. The mirror. Death Rider asks an interesting question. What's one of your favorite pet cards you put in some of your favorite IRL decks? Like a card you don't think is very good, but you put it in your decks anyway because you think it's neat. I don't... All I really have... so I'm actually going to use this. Okay, so they didn't have any instant speed interaction with me casting that, so that's good to know. That's fine. So this should counter that, although I think I would rather... Yeah, I think I would rather just cast this. And then kill that with this. So we're going to... Yeah, it's more important for me to kill this. I'm going to cast a Rankle Boy. I do have 8 now. So my opponent could have the 2-drop. They could have this to make this be able to trade with this, although I don't know if they would take that trade necessarily. I've gotten rid of 3 of their Nighthawk Scavengers, which is very good for me. I definitely push with this. I'm fairly certain I push with this as well. Question is, do I push with my Brazen Borrower? There's a 1/1. I'm gonna push with that too. I don't know if that's correct. But all I really play now is EDH. And the decks are so varied, I don't know if... discard... I could do discard and draw. The discard is free real estate. I'm just a little worried about giving them an extra card, since they'll have the opportunity to use it first. But I think I do want to be able to... they're going to be a net 0. I'm going to be net +1. If I didn't do this, they would be net -1. But I would rather dig a little bit deeper in my deck. Soaring Thought-Thief at instant speed, sure. Shoot, they don't. Yeah, that's rough. Especially if that was the second card. I'm just dead here. No. So I'm gonna need one of those. I have 4 of them left in the deck. I'm gonna sacrifice this card because it does not fly. Well, that was not it, Chief. This is pretty bad. Damn. Yeah, I mean that's a mirror buster right there. I can't really think of any pet cards that I have. Like they're cards that I don't think are good, but I put on my deck anyways. Because I often will have decks that are mechanic focused. So I'm looking for cards that fit a mechanic, but I still care about theme. And then there are some decks that are theme focused. I still try and make sure the deck is serviceable, but I'm still mostly like, what is the theme of this? So I have decks like Lavinia here. Lavinia, which is a Law and Order theme deck. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna block here and here, I guess. Okay, I still have all 4 of my Agadeem's Awakenings. Has to blocks. Block here, block here, block. Sacrifice this. So I have an extra chance of getting Agadeems. I need them to not have a counterspell now. I can do X equals 4. And I have to do X equals 4. Because I need all of the things I can get. Rankle's a 4. This is the only 3 that's the correct decision. This is the 2 for 1. Around 35. I think I just need another flyer. I need them to not have a counterspell. No, not the last card. Not the last card! Really, this card. That card specifically. Disappointment. Anyway, so I technically do play suboptimal cards in that deck, but not because they're my pet cards, it's because they're cards that I want to play to make the theme of the deck stand out more. Because when I'm playing EDH, I care a lot more about having fun than I do about winning. It's, something that more people should think about. This is a hand. Okay, that helps a lot, actually. I will keep that on top. Removal is just good. Being able to murk something. You're not gonna... Alright, I was about to say, it seems a bit weird that you wouldn't want to play something on your first turn. Clearwater Pathway, oh. I'll go with black first. There are more islands on the deck. And I could kill this now, but I could also bounce it if they try to do dumb things with it. And I think I would rather try and goozle them. Robber of the Rich, you say. So we're going to bounce the Robber of the Rich to their hand. Right. Yeah. I don't want them taking my shit. So I'm hoping I can get an untapped land here. Go. Oh, this is an untapped land. I was gonna say go yourself. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna pay 3 life for it, which is not ideal, but you know, bite me. And we're going to eat the Remmarker Knight. And we have a cool little flash-in card that we can flash in. Cool. Bone Crusher to hit me in the face? Sure. Then you cast that. Sure. I'll cast this. Doesn't matter, they're still going to grab a card from me. Hopefully it's garbage. They didn't attack? Why? I'll go grab an island. There's not really value in using Zareth San here. Well, this is on attack, so I might see something that I like, and then just play this and this. Yeah. This says Reek, you bastard. Yeah, still fine. They should block that. A part of me really wants to take this Embercleave. Part of me really wants to take this Embercleave. Right, like I take the Embercleave, then I attach it to Zareth San, and I just steal things. Ah, oh, that's such a greed play. It's such a greed play against a red deck, dude. I have to. I realize I don't have to pay to attach it. Because it'll enter play, and I can immediately attach it to Zareth San. Bruh. Yo. Alright, we got the meme game going. I need to not die from 12. They're gonna steal something from me. Hopefully it's not removal. Fuck. No! Why? Like anything else, right? Like anything else would have been fine. Yes, literally any other card. It had to be one of my 3 Brazen Borrowers left in the deck. Why? God damn it. Oh, yeah, you bounce it. I mean, they should probably bounce the Embercleave. Maybe? No. No, they probably should bounce the Zareth San. Well, I don't know what they should do. I don't. I really don't. But they should let me take the 2 damage here. Yeah, they're bouncing Zareth San. So, I get to keep your Embercleave, so haha. Funny joke. Bone Crusher Giant, sure. This is probably just going to come in tapped because I need to not die. And do this and this. And notably, they can't cast this now because now it does require blue mana. Alright, I can play this as a land. I'm probably just going to play this as a land. Just play it tapped. Yeah. The unfortunate thing here. The unfortunate thing here is if they have an Embercleave, I just die. Yeah. Yeah, this screams Embercleave. Although I guess there is just that. Is it correct for me to... I think I block like this and hope my opponent doesn't have Embercleave. Yeah. You need them to not have 2 Embercleaves in the top 14. 2 Embercleaves in the top 14. This is one of them. This is the second one. I now can't kill this. I'm probably dead anyway. What am I talking about? Boom. Wow, I died. I hate this card. I hate this card so much. 50% win rate is fine. I took the greed line. I probably should have taken the greed line, but I know plenty of you in the comments would have been upset with me if I didn't take the meme greed line. But whatever. Whatever. That 47% thing got you real mad. What, did it remind you how many decent parents you had? What? I just entered a fugue state real quick. Anyway, I'd like to thank my lovely patrons for the continued support, especially Fogwayne. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find a link in the description below. Woohoo! Check out CGB. Cool dude, he's very nice. He also makes fun videos. I probably should have led with that because that's what many of you care about, you windless monsters. No, I'm kidding. I hope you've enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff really does help out the channel. If you'd like to see me playing Among Us or other things, go to my second channel, also linked in the description. Blah, 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 goodbye. I cannot believe that I really just did that. I'm broken. All my key bindings, they're changed. I need to remember my key bindings.